UFC 263, the rematch between Israel and Marvin Vettori. Who do you think takes that?
I think, it's hard to go against Israel in this fight. I think he's got better takedown defense than a lot of the guys that Marvin goes up against. Honestly, I didn't even see the Kevin Holland fight, but I heard he was getting pieced up on the feet and he had to get his takedowns, and I heard it wasn't that exciting. So with that being said, maybe he pulls off a very boring win, but I'd see Israel taking that.
I'm usually biased, especially when it comes to Izzy, because I'm such a big Izzy fan. When Izzy lost to Jan for that light heavyweight fight for the championship, as soon as that fight happened, as soon as it was over, I said, oh man, I feel sorry whoever fights Izzy next. I'm not the guy that's going to write him off and look at all these holes and go, he's not as good as we thought. I think he was shooting for greatness, and he was trying to shoot for the moon and landed on the stars. And all right, go back to middleweight and dominate. But for people to say, oh, Vettori can just take him down like Jan did, you're out of your mind. I think Izzy at middleweight, that's where he belongs. And jumping up these weight classes is impossible, man. So Jan's a big dude, so it's not like Jan on the feet dominated him. It's just it was a grappling and weight issue there, and I don't think Marvin Vettori has the same pedigree as Jan. So I think it's gonna be a good night for Izzy.
I think they hump each other to death and they both die. No, I'm just playing. I think Izzy wins, man. I don't think Izzy is as easy to take down as I was, and Marvin's. He told me I need to work on my wrestling defense. Well, it's like, he has a really good striking coach over there, and his striking's still not that great. So he needs to do some soul searching in the striking department, maybe go to Thailand or something like that. But if he's going to fight Izzy, I don't think he should have took it such a quick fight. Definitely needs to work on some of his striking. Just like he said, he needs to work on my wrestling. But it's like, you can hardly hit a man with one eye, So it's like you really, really, really got to work on your hands because they're kind of slow.
I don't know. It's hard. Obviously, I'm trying to make an neutral decision about that. Israel looks better and better every single fight, and Marvin Vettori looks like a strong and real middleweight fighter. And I think Israel Adesanya win again, but Marvin Vettori can shock the world.
Yeah, well, I think Marvin's got better. He's certainly improved, but I think also Adesanya's improved. And I think he's really, he's filled those shoes as champion, if you will, and he's got the swag. We know he's so confident, but he's confident for a reason. He's confident because his striking is some of the best we've ever seen in the UFC. He's the new Anderson Silva. He doesn't like that, but still, the way Anderson Silva would wow people back in the day, Adesanya has the capability to do that. So he's a tremendous fighter. He's wiped out the division, and he's already beaten Marvin once. So it would be disrespectful to say that he can't do that again. However, Marvin's a big guy. He's a strong guy. He's a big middleweight. He's got better. He's got good wrestling. And he's got an attitude problem as well, which I love. Because as a fighter, you need that chip on your shoulder. Everyone's a little bit too nice. Marvin does not give a fuck. Okay, he doesn't give a shit. He wants to fight. And I remember once, it was Jacksonville, I forget who was meant to fight, Carl Robertson or someone, and the fight got cancelled, and he was going crazy in the hotel lobby, which again I love. This is what you want to see from fighters. It's never mind, it's a bow and respect. Come on, they're going to fight. You want to see a bit of that. And I love it. But still, me and Marvin, we've gone back and forth. When I was the champ, he was calling me out, and in my typical fashion on Twitter, I gave him some abuse. And anyway, I'm in the hotel. It's the morning. I'm coming downstairs for my morning coffee, right? I'm still bleary-eyed. May or may not had a couple of drinks the night before, so I'm still half asleep. And I hear all this commotion when I'm waiting in line to get a coffee. And then I look round, and it's Marvin Vettori losing his mind. And I was like, oh, God, burying my mind, because I haven't even woke up yet. I don't need Marvin attacking me in the morning. I'm just trying to get my coffee. You know what I'm saying? So I may or may not have buried my head a little bit. But no, me and Marvin are great now. He came on the podcast. He's awesome. I think that's going to be a great fight. I really do.